fine women.
Why, did somebody say something?
Welcome to Chuck's Down Under Dungeon of Despair. Today we're going to have a look at the P-47, the one we've been waiting for, and some of you are still waiting for. We'll unbox this little beauty, we'll put it together, and then we'll see how she flies. Let's get to it. Okay, as you can see here, she's packed in the box quite nicely. The wheels, slats, flat gear, everything like that. Slight blemish on my one there. Not to worry, a bit of paint over that or whatever. Looks good. Yeah. Stab up this end. Okay, I'll go and get all that out now and we'll have a good look. Okay, we've got all the bits out of the box. I'll tell you what, they've packed them really well. I can't see really anything apart from that little blemish I had. Even the rear stab is in a nice protective bag. I really like this idea in the rear. Instead of that thin foam, I'd much rather see all Parkzone planes come out with the tail section like this. It's really easy to put together. Always a good idea to loosen up all these parts before you actually use them. Right, the wing. That also important wing. Let's have a close up look at it, shall we? Right. As you can see here, we've got the 4 screws. We'll just undo them and that piece will slot out and then our retracts will fit in there. If you're not going to use retracts, the landing gear just fits in here, so have no problem. It's already made for flaps. There's a nice pocket right here for the flaps, so you can put your servo in there. Looking at it here, it looks like it's going to be 2 cuts. Cut through there, and then you'll have to take out that little bit of foam just there to give you the movement, and then connect it all up and away you go. She looks really good. There's your servos, everything's in there. Ho ho ho. Look at them. Look at that. I'll be painting them tonight. Can't have them silver. Gotta have them gunmetal grey, I reckon. Look at that. Very nice looking wing. Tape's already on the hinge for you for the flap, so when you've made them cuts and fitted the gear, it's going to be an easy job by the looks of it. So there's our wing. Something else I like what Parkzone are doing, they've moved away from the small wheels. This is an original T28 wheel. It was way too small for where I live and the runways that we use. I had to put bigger wheels on, but now Parkzone are just bringing the wheels out bigger to start with, great idea because it makes it a lot easier for landing on a lot of the surfaces that a lot of us have to land on and take off on. In the goodies bag, we have all the flap gear. You've got everything you need to put the flaps on. You just need a couple of servos, the wire cable, your tape, sorted screws, I really like these covers as well this time. They look really authentic, don't they, your belly landing plate for those that are going to be belly landing, and your spare tape, silver tape, for when you put your servos on and what have you. Got a front piece as well. Ho ho! Now for this part, look at that. Ho ho ho! The jug. There's that motor, it looks really good. You can see the radial in there. Look at that, she's a beauty. Pilot in there looks good. As you can see, we've got that little tab. Makes it easy to lift that off. Plenty of room in there. You can see here the spot for the receiver. They've made this one a little bit bigger than normal. So those people that don't use the horizon gear maybe have something else. I think you might find it a little bit easier. A nifty little thing I did see, right here in the corner, when you stick your AR600 or your 6.2 or whatever in there, there's a hole in there for the antenna to go in, so it comes out on this side and holds it in out that way, and then you can put the long one or your satellite down this side. Very nice. There's them cooling vents up the back, authentic looking. Very nice. Very nice looking plane indeed. Steerable tail wheel. And you know, this is something else as well. This is a good size tail wheel as well. On my Corsair, I had to replace my tail wheel and put a bigger one on when I put the bigger wheels on the front of it as well, because them little wheels were just no good for where we fly. That's a lot better. Got a big cooling vent at the back there as well, authentic, goes right through. And if you could see up the front there, I can't get the picture to see in there, I don't think, maybe. It's a big, huge hole in there. Here, let's try and get that out of the way. There's plenty of room for your battery, and there's plenty of cooling coming in from the front. Very nice. So just clips back in and snap locks in. Beautiful. Okay. Got my retracts as well. They came with it in your retract box. You got your instructions. Two of the new electric retracts. Quite nice little units. As you can see, they're just going to bolt straight in on that 4-bolt pattern that we had there. Plug in. I've ordered the pre-bent struts, which I presume will be bent this way, save having to have this lug on. But for now, I'm going to have to use the axles that came with the retracts. That's okay. And you get your cable to join them all up. Right, I suppose the only other thing is, of course, as always, on the bottom of the box, the manual. But if you're like me, well, I downloaded this as soon as it was available on the net. Been studying it, reading, so I'm ready to go. I don't even open these things most of the time because I've read it all on the net. Okay, well that's about it just for opening the box. I'm going to film trying to put some of it together, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully we'll give you something to look at over Christmas. Catch you soon. She's a beauty.